Ooh, good morning, Peachy. What's up, girl? I see Mary Crow has already fed you this morning. She's looking after the farm boss. Yes, she is. But she didn't get the goats. Because they are definitely letting me know. Gonna have a big day in the garden today. Got a big day all around. Let's get these goats fed so y'all can hear. What's up, everybody? Good morning, gentlemen. Y'all are looking quite dapper this morning. Yeah. Good morning, ladies. If you want an animal cracker, say meh. So I was just telling everybody, we gonna have a big day today. We are going to harvest potatoes. Gonna plant some more tomatoes. Big Joe. After we plant those tomatoes, Joe, we're gonna heel up our corn. There right top. Then we're gonna go over to the new farm and start on the pig paddock. Hopefully, getting the electric wire ready. That's what I'm talking about, guys. Big day today. Hey, Scott. Looking marvelous, man. Quite handsome. Is the sheriff on duty this morning? Is the sheriff on duty this morning? Nug. Come on out, brother. You doing okay this morning? Do you feel any older since you turned 1? Huh? Went on in Silky Land over here. Everybody good? Yeah. Looking beautiful as usual. Got one water I gotta fill up. Rest of them look pretty good and clean. All right, buddy. Keep up the good work. What's up there, Rhonda? Or Ruby? I think that's Ruby. Rhonda's in there with Tom. Big Tommy. Sim. What's going on, buddy? Y'all notice Sim's wings a lot better? I think a lot of people have been thinking Sim's gone. But I think they're seeing that wing getting protruding now as bad as it was when we first got him. Hey, you Sapphire. Okay, there y'all go. There's your water. One thing that I noticed that I like to do, that I figured out once I got here full time, is when I come down here, I start doing the chores right here at the goats and then the silkies, but I start here and I work my way down. Used to feed the goats, and then I'd go over into the chicken pen and do something over there and come back and water the goats, and then go over yonder and see what is going on over there, and then come back to the chicken pen and do something over there, fill waters over there, and then come over here and see the silkies. But I've realized that if I start there and just work my way on down to yonder, it all works out really, really good, and it's a lot quicker. So I won't move on to the chicken coop. I'll let Nugget out, let him stretch his legs out. But I won't get there until I just finish all the chores here first. Then I migrate on down.
I had a dream that you were mine, you lit the flame right over the line. On my darkest day, like a balloon under the sea, I rose up from pressure beneath, so gloriously uncontrolled.
Hey, boss lady. Yeah, we're fixing to get in the garden, harvest those potatoes. I don't know how many I'm gonna get, but I got a good feeling. Just got a good feeling. Especially after the crazy weather we had this fall and winter and early spring. When we get through with that, I'm gonna plant some of those purple boys we had in the seed trays, and I'm gonna try out my Hoss high arc willy plow and heal up that peaches and cream sweet corn that was named after you. Y'all don't tell her any different. It wasn't really named after her. We need some Scott peacock corn's what we need. Yeah. And before we head on out, got some things I need to do in the garden, and one is to heal up my corn. Not heal like a wound healing, but heal like a heal. And you do this because corn can become unstable, and this kind of makes the root system, you know, better and keeps it from falling over as easy. And I'm gonna do that with my new toy, my new high arc Hoss willy plow. I've been wanting one of these for a while, but I really like it for the corn because it's got this high arch on it, and the corn plants just go right up under it. It's just pretty awesome how it just straddles the corn and throws the dirt and heals it for you. Let me show you what I'm talking about. And that's just gonna help our corn be a lot more sturdier and stable as it gets older. And it'll act like just a regular plow. I can put my weeding tools on it, my cultivating tools. Scott likes it a lot. A very, very versatile tool that I'm so happy to have. If you are interested in any Hoss tools or seeds, they have it. They have it. Use that link down below, and if you do use our link to anything you get Hoss, we get a small commission at no extra cost to you, and it does help our channel out a whole lot, and we thank everybody that's been doing it. And if you have not used my promo code this year, Cog Squad 21, all one word, you'll get a free pack of our favorite zucchini, Golden Delight. So what we're gonna do here where the onions were, we're gonna plant a second crop of tomatoes. Do a little succession planting. These are the purple boys that we got. Look like Cherokee purples, taste a lot like Cherokee purples, but are a hybrid, which means they'll have great disease resistance and insect resistance. So that's why I love hybrids so much. Hybrids tend to get a bad rap because people get confused between a hybrid and GMO. I'm going to tell you something that should ease your fears about GMOs. A home gardener will never, ever, ever buy a GMO seed, ever. They're for commercial growers, and they cost thousands upon thousands of dollars. So as usual, I'm just going to plant them as deep as I can. These will not be as deep as my other ones because these haven't been in the seed trays near as long. So the transplant shock won't be near as bad on these guys either. Only thing I have to worry about these guys is, since we're not having that much rain, to be sure I keep these boogers watered. Gonna plant them probably roughly 3 to 4 foot apart and get these babies in the ground. Alrighty, with a little TLC, I'll have me a second crop of tomatoes later in the year, after those are gone. It is time for us to harvest potatoes. See how they're starting to die back? That's a telltale sign your taters are ready. Y'all check out the purple ones. That's a mess of them, ain't it? And this is what's so cool about growing your own potatoes, is you can grow cool varieties like these purple ones. Look at the inside of them. I mean, how cool is that? So awesome. All right, let's gather up the rest of them. We got a mess of potatoes. The red ones really, really did well. I have to go back and look and see what variety those were that I got. The German butterballs, they did good too. Didn't get as big as I thought, but I've never grown them before, so not for sure how big they're supposed to get. But I tell you this, if those red ones had gotten any bigger, good gracious, they'd have been the size of a large sweet potato. Them red ones are pretty big. Let me show you. Y'all can see how big them red ones got. They're pretty big compared to maybe my biggest purple one. Maybe my biggest German butterball. But regardless, they're all gonna eat good. I'm excited about this German butterball because it's supposed to be one of the best tasting potatoes because they say it has the butter flavor built in it, hence the name German butterball. There's one tip I wanna give you guys is, and this is what I do, I don't let my old plants that I just harvested compost back in the dirt. And here's the reason why. I wanna keep it clean because these harvested plants could harbor diseases, funguses, bacterias, insects, pests that you don't want your newly planted plants that are gonna go back in here to catch. So I keep a real clean garden. Now, I could put this in a compost pile and let the heat of the compost kill everything. Or if it's something that's safe for the goats to eat or the chickens, I can feed it to them. But keep a clean garden. You think Nugget is issuing these roadblocks?
Probably. I wish he'd unissue it.
Issuing these roadblocks.
Excuse me, sir.
You didn't see my license and registration? There's the sheriff right here. All right, Sheriff, hold it down. We'll be back later this afternoon, buddy. All right, we are made it to the Cog Hill 40. Fixing to get started on the pigs paddock slash garden. As you guys can see, we are at a pretty big old place here. It is an acre and a quarter, give or take some there. What I need to figure out is where I want to start the paddocks for the pigs. I want to do similar to what Joel Salatin's doing. I mentioned it before. I got a book about farm infrastructure that Joel recently came out with. It was gifted to us by a YouTube channel called Heart and Soul. I'll put a link to their channel down below. And in that book, he has his pigs, he wouldn't turn them loose in just one large area. He'd separate it out, which sounds awesome because that way I know I'll get full ground disturbance from them. Otherwise, they may have a favorite spot and just go to that favorite spot most of the time, and the rest of it may stay grassy. So that's what I want to do. And that way I can keep them going to fresh ground too. And I think I have a lot more control over the situation if I do it this way as well. I'm gonna put the hot wire on inside the fence, and there'll be like a fence inside the fence throughout this whole process. So if some reason they were to get out of the hot wire area, then they'd have to contend with the fenced in area. But honestly, we've raised pigs before and they generally don't go past the hot wire. We also got him a shelter that we're gonna put together too. I don't know anything about the shelter at all. So Mrs. Cog Hill found it on the internet. Let us put this thing together, see how well it works. If we like it, then we'll give a good review on it and give you some links. I don't wanna tell you guys this thing's great and it ain't. So, and they're no sponsor of the channel or anything like that. She just found it because we knew we needed a pig shelter and we wanted something portable that we can move around from spot to spot without tearing a whole bunch of stuff apart or spending a whole bunch of money. All right, let's get started putting these poles in the ground and start running this hot wire. So we got it done. One thing I changed up is I was going to do 2 strands, and I started thinking about it. I think Joel does 2 strands. I Googled it, and it said to do 3 strands. I sent my buddy Wes at the Naked Hog, who's done pigs several times. Asked him his opinion on it, and he likes 3 strands, so we ended up going with 3 strands. I feel a lot more comfortable with the 3 strands. We did get the shelter up. So far, I'm liking it. I think it's okay. I like the anchors that came with it. I don't foresee it going anywhere unless it was just a tornado or something that come through here. I'm just digging the shelter. Unless they tear the plastic up, I think the shelter is going to work, but we'll see. We'll keep you guys posted on the shelter. If it does work, then we'll let you guys know if any of y'all are interested in this. It's Shelter Logic. I think she found it on Amazon. Still got to hook the charger up and get the grounding rod put in. But all in all, I think we're ready. We've called Farmer Cliff, said we're going to get pigs this week. And so hopefully in the next couple of videos, we'll be getting some pigs. I see somebody coming in my rearview mirror.
I'm kind of impressed with this little shelter.
I am too. I told them that I really don't want to
Elaborate
give them
on it too much.
because we don't know anything about it yet.
No, but I mean, it was inexpensive, and
Yeah.
I do think that we'll be able to move it around.
Yeah. Once the anchors
I mean,
come out.
it's
The
a
anchors are
portable
good.
shelter, and I did see some of the reviews where somebody needed to replace
Tarp.
the tarp, but it was in a snow area
I got you.
where a lot of heavy snow had built
Well,
up on
we don't have
it.
to worry about that here.
No,
No
we're not
snow
gonna worry
happening.
about the snow.
No snow happening
But
here.
I mean, I'm just looking at it. I think it's going to work out perfect.
It wasn't hard to put together, but it wasn't super duper easy either. It was just a lot of pieces. And then I'm out here in the blazing sun, so
And it's actually cool today compared to what
it is cool today.
it has been. So I'm glad for you. You were able to get it up in the cooler day rather than the 100-degree Alabama
I know,
heat.
me too.
And I did a little work in the barn.
Yeah, we're gonna fix a start on the barn. We wanted to get this out of the way because we're fixing to get those pigs, and we want to make sure we're ready.
So Mary Carl and I brought the generator.
Did it work?
It worked, and we were able to get lights to where we
Good.
could see those rats and possums moving around. But you know what we did see?
What?
Our barn, well, what do you call it?
Screech owl.
She's in there.
Good.
She was watching us the entire time,
Awesome.
and she never flew. So she just, I never saw any rats. I never saw a possum, but I know they're there.
They're there, but she may be cleaning house.
Well, all right, let's get picked up and on the road.
Mary Carl, you pick everything up. It'd be good.
We're going to feed you.
We're gonna feed you. I can't resist. We're gonna get us some of these peaches right here now. I'm gonna get us some of these peaches right here now.
I may let you back in.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. You made me another one of them peach cobblers. What I'm talking about.
The peaches don't get hold on first.
And them are right. Them are right.
Hey, they look good.
They right. They're ready to eat. They ready. Oh, they ready. Yeah, girl. Yeah.